problems that we're having with Joseph now is easier to correct.
So we're looking at two inclusions then.
Yeah, but
One,
I don't
Morgan.
agree with Kurt though, because I cannot leave out Shannon Gabriel at the expense of Joseph.
Easy to say we want that win. So where do we identify the changes that need to be made? Is it in team composition? Is it in approach of the individual players? Do we maintain the same squad? What is the next step? So what do you think? How do we get to that win now?
The team composition, definitely. I thought they did not produce the team that Harper said that they would produce, because if you remember Harper's comments when he was asked about the selection of Darren Bravo, he said that Darren Bravo would be number 3 and he needed stability and experience at the number 3. And he also said that spoke about Bravo's record against Spain, against the Sri Lankans. And it was surprising to see that Bravo was not included. I saw Bravo, so I thought, on the morning that Bravo is probably injured or not feeling well, but then I saw Bravo in the field. So I was like, what's happening here? Why would we have a Darren Bravo on a West Indies squad who, by the way, did not have a good record coming back? So why would we include Bravo at the expense of?
You mean why put him in at all?
Yeah, why? So if he's going to be
if we're not going to use
in
him,
the squad,
why put him in at all?
he shouldn't be in at all. And someone like Shamar Brooks should have been the person that should have been in there, because Shamar Brooks hasn't really done too much wrong since he started. So that's my first comment. I'm not saying that I will play Bravo. I'm just saying that that's one thing that stuck out on me with the first game. So in terms of team composition, what I'm looking at is you need a change of bowlers. You cannot tell me that we've been playing on that Antigua Recreation wrong. Sir Viv Stadium.
Well, it felt like the wreck after a while.
Yeah, exactly. So we've been playing.
It felt like the old days in the wreck.
So we played Super 50 on that ground, right through to this tournament, and you would think that you would want to play the 2 spinners who did very, very well in Bangladesh, that actually won us a game or won us 2 games. And I was very surprised to see Warker not starting at the expense of one of the other fast bowlers. I was very surprised to see Kyle Mears now given the position of a batsman only for most of the game.
All right, so as you're putting in two things now and looking for the win, relating back to team composition. So I heard Kurt mention that already. So Kurt, you would have included Warwican at whose expense, Kurt?
Warwican was going to come in for Gabriel, because we knew we knew before this test match Gabriel wasn't ready. Because if you look at the warm-up game, Gabriel was off in the warm-up game. So coming into the first test, I don't understand how he played in the first place. Also the Bravo selection, I don't understand why we picked Bravo in the first place, because Bravo has done nothing in between the time he was dropped and now to say that he's ready to play Test cricket again. So we haven't had regional cricket for him to play the longer format, for him to prove himself to be back in the team. And the same thing will go for Shea Hope, because although Shea Hope's form is good in the ODIs and so on, he has not played 3-day cricket or 4-day cricket to say that or he's ready to play Test cricket again.
All right. So we're looking at 2 inclusions then.
Yeah, but I don't agree with Kurt though, because I cannot leave out Shannon Gabriel at the expense of Joseph first up for my first test match. And I honestly don't even think that you can leave him out for the second test match. At the end of the day, Gabriel and Holder are the 2 most successful bowlers we've had for the last 2-3 years. So we cannot, and I understand how it looks and all that sort of thing, and he might have looked off. So for me, is he fit or is he not fit? If he passed the yo-yo test, if he's playing in the practice match,
then he plays you, Ezra.
Pardon?
Then he plays for you.
Yeah, he has to start, right? And there's no other way of putting it. He's the spearhead along with Kemar Roach. So he has to start.
Yeah, but we have to stop going on these traditions and just like these fixed things of saying like, oh, this body is our premier bowler, he has to play. You have to also look at the former players. You have to also look at the opposition you're playing. You have to look at the conditions you're playing in.
Yeah, but what Kurt was Joseph's record to justify playing before Shannon Gabriel?
Well, the question there.
The thing is with Joseph saved himself from being dropped by scoring runs.
Nah, you can't come with that.
So honestly, that's the only reason Joseph is still in team right now, because it's not on his bowling. So if you realize Joseph, in the absence of Jason Holder, he was actually filling Holder's role. And now that Holder is back, the pressure is now back on Joseph because he has to perform as a bowler.
But guys, remember where West Indies failed to a large extent is in taking wickets. So is the solution then replacing a bowler? That because we have two bowlers that were ineffective, so we're going to replace both of them, because the issue is we needed to take those second innings wickets against the Sri Lankans much faster and for a much lower score. So the issue was in the bowling that we were unable to win that particular test. So are we looking to replace two bowlers? Is replacing Shannon Gabriel going to be the answer for us to take these 20 wickets? You understand what I mean, guys?
I get you.
Let me break down what I was saying then. The situation with Shannon Gabriel, you can't have a fast bowler at this level running in and bowling wide after wide after wide. And it's not like he's bowling wide on one side, he's bowling wide down the leg side, then wide over the offside. He's just bowling all over the place. He doesn't even look like if he could bowl. So that guy is definitely not ready to play in series.
I give you that, Kurt. Shannon Gabriel was very disappointing in that first test. Ezra, how do you respond to that as a leading fast bowler?
Before you go on, sorry. With Alzari now, with Joseph, I think more the issue with Joseph is that he's under pressure, and he's feeling that pressure, and he's just striving too hard for wickets. And what he needs to do right now is work on his consistency, bowling the ball in one spot, rather than trying to get wickets every ball. And that's the problem that Joseph has right now.
So the problem there, right, Kurt, is that you're telling me that we are going to do with Joseph what we did with Shannon. And what we did with Shannon is because of his raw express pace, we allowed him to bowl himself into a career at the test match level. And you got time for that with Joseph, honestly.
Well, what I'm saying is the problems that we're having with Joseph now is easier to correct than what we are having with Shannon, because Gabriel right now is woefully out of form, and he seems to be unfit. And what he needs to do right now is work on his consistency, bowling the ball in one spot, rather than trying to get wickets every ball. And that's the problem that Joseph has right now.
So the problem there, right, Kurt, is that you're telling me that we are going to do with Joseph what we did with Shannon. And what we did with Shannon is because of his raw express pace, we allowed him to bowl himself into a career at the test match level. And you got time for that with Joseph, honestly.
Well, what I'm saying is the
choice. You got the choice, haven't
end of this series. After that, if he doesn't perform in the next test, he's gone.
Right. So we have Campbell at the top, Brathwaite, then Bonner at 3, obviously. So what about 4? Mears batted 4. Is that a place too high for him, or you're fine with that?
I'm fine with that.
Mears
I'm not exactly comfortable with that, but that's the hand that has been dealt right now.
So we'll get your 11 in a second there, Ezra. So who's at 5 then, Kurt? Continue. So we have Mears at 4. Who's at 5?
We have Blackwood at 5, and we had Jason Hood at 6. Mm-hmm. And then
the Silva at 7.
7.
Right, and then we had the 4 bowlers after that. Then Cornwell. Right. All right. So that's his 11. So Ezra Hines, over to you.
My 11 is
your 11 for
my 11 is exactly the same, and Joseph and Working will switch.
All right, so you have Walker and you keep Shannon in.
Yeah.
Kurt, you said you're keeping the same 11, so you keeping Gabriel then?
No, I said keeping the same 11, but switching out Gabriel for Warrican.
All right, so Walker plays. So, guys, final question.
No, we ain't at final yet. Listen, the reason I want to drill down on this Joseph versus Gabriel is because Kurt is being carried away by a couple of innings, right? With the bat. We have to look at the fact that since Gabriel started in 2000, every match Gabriel takes at least 3 wickets on above 3 wickets on average. He had a very, very bad game. Joseph, on the other hand, Joseph has only taken 4 wickets on 3 occasions in a match. And Joseph has the best figures of 3 for something.
Yeah, right? But at least getting the ball on the pitch.
Nah, man. So Joseph's 1 wicket for me is just that's a throwaway. I can't use that 1 wicket to justify. If you want a bowling combination to take 20 wickets, you cannot use Joseph's record to justify his inclusion. You are including him to strengthen the batting.